Good evening. Welcome to the Wednesday webinar series offered by Siddha-Vetha Center for Transdisciplinary Studies. Today we have a very important speaker. He is no one but Gurudev Shri Amrit ji. It's a yogi Amrit Desai. He has been honored for being the first yoga guru to bring the inner dimensions of yoga to the West in the early 60s, 1960, and very few people, that's the time when all the main Gurujis made an imprint in this land. So his teachings got widely adapted, and the Yoga Society of Pennsylvania he established the Yoga Society of Pennsylvania in 1966 and become the largest of its kind in 1970. He later founded Kripalu Center. Most of you know, it's become one of the largest yoga and health centers in North America, with full-time volunteer resident staff of over 350. So over the past 57 years, more than 10,000 yoga, yoga nidra, and yoga therapy teachers have been certified to teach the inner dimensions of yoga that he developed in over 45 countries. This dimension provides in-depth healing, therapeutic, and transformation benefits of authentic yoga that has been often missing in popular approaches of the practices of yoga in the Hatha Yoga dimension in modern Hatha Yoga. For this outstanding contribution, global contribution to the global yoga community, Gurudev has been recognized by the world-renowned authorities and organizations with many prestigious accolades. That includes the many authorities and organizations that awarded him the International Grand Yoga Master, Doctor of Yoga, Jagdacharya, Maharishi, and many more. He has been awarded the Global Service Award, the Patanjali Award, and the Vishwa Yoga Ratna presented by the President of India. In 1992, he was nominated for the Padma Vibhushan by the late Prime Minister of India, Shri Chandrasekhar. A globally revered spiritual leader, Gurudev Amrit ji has reached millions through his international trainings, workshops, seminars, and conferences, as well as his peace missions to Russia and Israel. His many publications include Kripal Yoga, Meditation in Motion, Amrit Yoga, Explore, Expand, and Experience the Spiritual Depth of Yoga, and Amrit Yoga and the Yoga Sutras. The recent titles: Ancient Wisdom, Modern Master 2012, Love and Bliss, Meditation of the Art of Living 2014, The Yoga of Relationship 2015, has earned a total of 15 literary awards from London, Paris, New York, Hollywood, Southern California, Nautilus, the Great Midwest, and Florida book festivals. In 2000, Gurudev established the Amrit Yoga Institute, a thriving yoga and Ayurvedic center in Salt Springs, Florida, where he currently resides and teaches. To this day, he continues to promote the authentic teachings of yoga worldwide. He is recognized as one of the greatest emissaries of the ancient heritage of India, has made a significant impact upon the history of modern yoga. He is currently an advisory board member in the Siddha-Vetha Center for Transdisciplinary Studies. And today's topic would be introducing Yoga Nidra, an ancient curriculum for health and wellness. Gurudev, you could please go ahead. Everybody could please mute your mics, please.
Thank you, Chan.
Thank you.
It's very nice for me to be connected and contribute to your organization and a wonderful work that you are doing.
Thank you.
Ultimately, what it amounts to is everybody needs some kind of a system by which they can bring their life in harmony with each other and live in peace within themselves. And I think yoga has done an amazing job. So recently, I have been teaching yoga from last 57 years. But what I found is more and more people are attracted to the practice of Yoga Nidra. And there is a reason. Why? Because Yoga Nidra allows anyone to go and drop into the deepest level of relaxation very quickly. And once you know the art of going down into the zero stress yoga zone, whatever prayers you pray, whatever affirmations you have, whatever visualizations you have, whatever intention you have, gets actualized very quickly. Why? Because it's very scientific. That recently we have found that when somebody goes into more relaxed state, more integrated zone of anyone who goes there, their learning capacity goes almost 3 times as much, 4 times as much, and it just grows exponentially. So Yoga Nidra does the similar thing. So they call it Yoga Nidra, and there is a reason for it also. Why? Because there is a similarity into what happens when you go in a sleep and when you go into yogic sleep, so-called. So it is called Yoga Nidra or yogic sleep. So how it is different from sleep? There is a great deal of similarity. When you are about to sleep, what you do is you prepare yourself. You take a shower, you change your clothes, you turn off your light, you lie down. That's like an entry point. And then all you do is lie down, and you naturally begin to fall into more relaxed space. You fall into alpha state, or even deeper theta and delta state, when you go to the deeper level of sleep. So that is almost automatic, because we don't have to go to school in order to fall asleep by going into alpha, theta, delta brainwaves, because it is already inborn survival level gift that we are born with. The Yoga Nidra is the technique of how to go from a waking state beyond the ego mind rather than below the ego mind into subconscious state. So this Yoga Nidra gives a very scientific techniques of how to systematically prepare yourself. And that preparation itself is so powerful that almost any novice can almost enter into deepest level of meditative state almost instantly. And that is what I have seen every time. Even the people who are new, they have never entered the deeper level of relaxation or yoga meditation. They drop into it very quickly. So what happens when you go there? That is when the healing miracles happen. So I have seen that extremely amazing healing relaxation, healing miracles in people who have practiced Yoga Nidra. Why? Because these people who suffer from many different kinds of ailments, you can say diabetes, blood pressure, anxiety, depression, fear, self-rejection, guilt. There are so many kinds of physical, mental, and emotional problems that society experiences today. And then today we know that 80% of all those health-related problems are stress-related problems. So, but these are what problems with the society, the conventional medicine, and and even the holistic medicine treats. They are treating only the symptoms that appear on the surface. And this Yoga Nidra treats the cause of the symptom or cause of the effects that appear on the surface of the body. This is where it's a most unique approach to the healing. So surface symptoms, there is no way to treat. The doctor cannot treat you for the problems that hasn't yet come on the surface of your body. So they can only treat the surface. So what Yoga Nidra, the definition of yoga, definition of health in yoga and Yoga Nidra is in one word that goes to the very depth of the healing system that is not explained in any other health system as far as I know. And they call it swasthya, being established in the self, means going beyond the unconscious, beyond the subconscious, and the deeply integrated zone of oneness experience. So when a person goes there, they are directly connected to the divine presence. So anything that you pray, anything that any affirmations you have, they get actualized right away, very effectively, very efficiently. And I have seen experience after experience. So when people, through this Yoga Nidra, you just do not just treat the symptoms. So symptoms are like the visible tip of the iceberg. And the cause of it that lives in our unconscious is like the invisible part of the iceberg. And that invisible is the cause. So if you remove the effect, it will, the cause, the poisonous roots hidden in your unconscious will recreate these other problems. So unconscious is what is causing the stress within us. So this is why Yoga Nidra has been found to be so miraculous for many people who suffer from PTSD. So many people who have come from war, from the Army, Navy, Air Force, now they are saying amazing results. So also people who suffer from trauma, painful experiences, sleep disorders, high blood pressure, and many other stress-related mental or emotional illnesses, they find this to be very effective. Why? Because this cause is hidden in our unconscious, self-destructive, compulsive habit patterns. And when you go below that, means witness, you are going beyond it. When you go beyond it, you can disengage from all those reactive thoughts from the past, from all the memories of the past, and all the projection of the future that disappear. You have dropped into the experience of oneness presence here and now. And that is where the miracle happens. That means you have connected to the higher power, and anything that you say, you will get the response from that higher power connection within yourself. So this Yoga Nidra is so powerful, and we call our Yoga Nidra is so unique because we call it meditation-based practice of Yoga Nidra. Most people, they practice what is called Yoga Nidra for relaxation, and meditative part of Yoga Nidra is much deeper than just relaxation. Relaxation, person can sleep and they are in relaxation. That's not real Yoga Nidra. So this Yoga Nidra allows you to drop into the deepest level of relaxation very quickly and drop into alpha and even deeper levels of relaxation and integrated state of being. So this, as a result, I have found that people who cannot even enter into the meditation, and many people, they try, and because the preparation for meditation that in the Buddhist system is given more like the technique of doing, witnessing the breath, which is very powerful, but many people today, they cannot easily witness their breath and disengage from the doer and achiever, the ego mind. So they go and get caught. Many people cannot enter it. So in this Yoga Nidra, we have integrated some of the most powerful breath and stretching of I am yoga system that allows people to withdraw from their thinking center to feeling center, from doing to non-doing power of pranic innate intelligence. So when you do that, then once you go there, then guided Yoga Nidra is a guided meditation practice. And people, when they are guided, they go so deep, so quickly. And the results are miraculous for people who suffer from insomnia or blood pressure or diabetes and many other illnesses. So this is why we have given many yoga teachers training, but now we have amazing number of people who come to us to have a professional Yoga Nidra teacher training. So we have so much training necessity that now we have started giving Yoga Nidra professional training, even in India, in most famous places like Morarji Desai National Yoga Institute, Vyasa, and in our own ashram. So we are taking a whole month tour. So we'll be teaching for a whole month. So we'll spend half the time in Rishikesh, teach there, attend the yoga conference there, and also go to, and first we'll go to ashram, our own ashram. We'll be giving Yoga Nidra teacher training, which is attended by many different nationalities. So why am I saying this? Because the Yoga Nidra is getting more popular than yoga, because more people can easily practice Yoga Nidra than yoga. So there are many teachers who are teaching yoga. When they teach Yoga Nidra, there are more people who never came to yoga come to their Yoga Nidra classes. So it has become widely accepted technique that is going very fast. And I'm introducing that even in India, in many conferences. So it has grown so widely that my daughter, Kamini, also is really teaching everywhere. And we will sometimes be teaching for Veda as well. So I think what Sean is doing up there is very extraordinary thing to bring these ancient teachings to the attention of the world, because many people know, they have heard about yoga, they have read little bits and pieces about yoga, but they really don't know what yoga is. And so I have included the Vedantic teachings of I am into the practice of yoga that I teach, and I call it I am yoga, meditation in motion. So I teach I am yoga, and I am Yoga Nidra, and I'm yoga therapy. So many people who are looking for health, they're very much excited to have this training, because almost anybody, whether obese or lean, old or young, stiff or agile, doesn't matter. They all can practice Yoga Nidra. So it makes it very accessible for everyone. So I think this is about good time. Many people have, some may have questions.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Very nice talk. So we'll open for questions, and so we have kept the discussions up to another 30 minutes or so we can do the discussion. So if you have any questions, you can either chat, you can type in the chat window, or you can directly ask right now anything on the topic.
Namaste, Guruji. How long does it normally take for somebody to learn this technique?
So this system is so easy that we can almost teach people in 5 days. And not only just teach them, but we give them yoga teachers training manual. They go through 10-day training, they receive the manual that gives them many different affirmations applied for many different conditions for which they want to practice yoga nidra. So it's about over, say, 10 days. And then if they practice it, they begin to see the amazing results. Because I think in the entire spiritual discipline, meditation is the highest. And next to meditation, yoga nidra, because it can be easily practiced by so many people, and get all the benefits. So I feel like yoga nidra is about to be as famous or as popular as meditation, and more perhaps, because yoga nidra is the targeted approach to what you want to change in your life. For example, if you are having sleep problem, you can create some affirmations and visualizations that will take you into it very quickly. So yes, it is from person to person. Some people learn it much faster. Some people take a little longer, but it is one of the easiest way to teach and learn. That's why even though I teach yoga nidra training, but it takes 40 days to train. And it is a little bit harder for a person to learn it. But yoga nidra we teach in 10 days.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
Guruji, this is Sindhu. I had one quick question. Do we have to learn yoga nidra in person, or can that be taught online as well?
Online.
Online. Yes, we have many of our yoga nidra CDs, short CD on our Facebook, on our website. So I think if you want to know more, go to our website, amritji@amrityoga.org.
Yeah, well, she was asking, Santosh, she was asking, will you be available to teach online? So,
I see.
Saying,
So we have. I don't know what that means. How much would I be required to teach, and what conditions, what time? So I cannot quite answer that fully. Yes, but that's why I said there are things that are available already.
Okay. Well, we might be having some courses. We are also discussing about that with Gurudev, so we can have some courses in the future, online courses. So we have to see how it works in yoga nidra. So, and then you can in person you can go later on once you learn some basics, maybe.
Yes.
Dr. Shan, thank you. Guruji, thanks.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Any other questions, please?
One question, can we go directly? So normally in a yoga session, you do the yoga postures and then go to yoga nidra, right? So, but according to you, Gurudev, can we go directly to yoga nidra without?
I think I know what you mean, because that's what I have seen. What most people do is at the end of the yoga class, they guide you into so-called shavasana, and then they call it yoga nidra. But to me, that yoga nidra can be done independently without having to go through the yoga class. You can do some of the entry kind of yoga postures, breathing exercises that are really guided for you to go into more relaxed state. And that allows you to move into the experience of integrated zone of oneness experience. It is possible, yes, without yoga class.
Oh,
Actually, they teach, after the yoga class, they are teaching just the relaxation technique. That is not yoga nidra. So if you really see the way we teach, you will know the difference. Not until then, of course.
Thank you, Gurudev.
there is a question for you, Gurudev. This is an online question. Whether will you be able to do a short demo right now in for 5 minutes or so to experience?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah, you
that's
can.
good. That's
Okay.
a good question.
Okay. So do you want to go?
So you can just rub your palms like this and bring some, you can feel the warmth. That means there is energy coming to your palms. And now, bring your palms to your face. And bring your palms over your face. Massage different areas, like your forehead. And wherever you massage, feel that energy that is flowing through your fingers is penetrating those tensions and melting them. So feel that wherever you massage, that's the most important part. Feel that actually the shift, the muscles, the wrinkles, the tensions, everything just being washed away. Your face, it is not necessarily soft. You can put as much pressure as you want, but feel the energy coming there and bringing relaxed state. Go from forehead to eyebrows to your temples, temple area. Massage your jaws. Release your jaws from any tension. Massage in front and behind your ears, as well as your ears. Massage your ears. Massage your front of your face, your nose, around the mouth. And actually feel relaxation. That is what must happen. It's not a mechanical thing. Feel the difference. Now bring your fingertips to cover your eyelids and let your palms hug your face so completely there is no space between your palms and your face. So hold your face so fully and just take a deep breath in and just release all the tensions. Drop all the expressions from your face. Repeat that a few times. And each time you exhale, drop your shoulders, drop your abdomen, drop all tensions from all areas of your body. Now keep your head straight, keep your body straight, and slowly, with your eyes closed, lower your palms in your lap. Sit up straight, stop, do not open your eyes. Keep your focus Focus on the spot between your eyebrows. In yoga, it is called third eye. It's a mystery door. It opens you to the unknown dimension of the spiritual dimension. And now follow the breath. Just follow my guidance and just do it. Only thing is, there are no rules. Only thing is, do not create stress by thinking, am I doing right or wrong? Just do it to relax. So inhale through your nose and exhale as if you are exhaling through a straw. You don't have to make a big mouth to exhale through straw. In a very relaxed way, let your exhalations be long, steady, unbroken flow. Inhale through nose, exhale through a straw. Pay attention to make it long, steady, unbroken flow. Pay total attention to making your breath flow evenly, steadily, without breaking it. Do it in a very relaxed way. There is nothing wrong you can do. If you create stress, that is wrong. Otherwise, whatever mistakes you make doesn't matter. Just keep doing this and be more and more relaxed. Now add one more detail. At the end of exhalations, hold the breath out momentarily and drop in complete stillness during that moment. Then again, inhale through the nose, exhale through a straw. At the end of exhalation, drop into complete stillness while you hold the breath out. Then again, breathe in. Do this on your own for next few breaths. Now breathe normally and drop into complete stillness, tranquility, peace. Now feel that there is energy, there is a pulsating energy field in your brain that came there from focusing on the breath. Now feel that pulsating energy field is flooding like the rivers down throughout your body, through your nervous system, like rivers of energy. Now feel that energy pulsation throughout your entire body. whole body pulsating, throbbing, in perfect harmony and rhythm with the whole cosmos. Feel that your whole body has become a pulsating energy field. There is no boundary of your body or your mind. Now become aware of how calm your breath is, how silent your mind is, how relaxed your body is. That means you have entered the deeply integrated, relaxed state of being. So whatever prayers, affirmations you say begins to get actualized and answered from your own higher power that you are connected to. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You may now gradually open your eyes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There is a question from Shweta. You want to, Shweta Palmer?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Sweta.
Thank you for sharing and guiding us through that. That was very beautiful. Thank you so much.
Are you able to relax?
I have a question around Yog Nidra. I was wondering if you can share a little bit more in detail how Yog Nidra helps us to access the God/goddess within us. We all have it within us, but I guess part of that question is, my mind is wondering what is actually happening during the Yog Nidra that helps us at a very subconscious level through the various chemical reactions that are happening or not happening. You know, I guess in the reptilian part of our brain, the survival part, etc. So I guess I was just curious. I understand the benefits of it mentally, but I'm curious and wanting to a little bit know more from your teachings. What is actually Yog Nidra is actually doing to access the God and goddess within us?
That's a very, very good question. most people, they live in the belief of God, as if the God is somewhere outside. Belief means I intellectually can connect with God. And God is within us. Why? Because God is experience of oneness. And oneness cannot be done with external God. Only we can enter that space within ourselves. So that means God is within us. Because God is not an experience of through the medium of the mind. It's an experience of entering the oneness within ourselves. So that is the God, and that is the real experience of God. And in our scriptures, it is called I am that I am. So hum, I am that. So that is what you experience when you enter into deep meditative state or yoga nidra state. So that is God. So you don't, in this practice of I am yoga, Ram Yoga Nidra, you don't have to believe in God, and still you can experience God. And then after you experience God, then you don't, you don't have to, you have to really start with knowing who you are not. And during the practice of I am yoga, you let go of who you are not. And you don't have to know who you are, or you are God, and then who you really are will begin to show up. The layers and layers of who you are not that you have identified with are erased. That is the practice of meditation and yoga nidra.
So in the practice is the, because breath is and prana is so central to everything, in the yoga nidra practice versus meditating during the day, for example, is the breath or the prana being strengthened or cleared in a different manner than during the day?
No, see, prana, most people do not know. See, I will answer you differently, but I think it addresses your question. People who practice meditation, they practice meditation and then they go to work, and as soon as the traffic jam is there, they get upset. Somebody cuts them, they get upset. If they're late at work, they get upset. That means that yoga meditation is not of much value, even though they get some benefit from being relaxed and going into meditation while they are in it. What I teach is I am yoga meditation in motion. That means you are practicing every time you have reactive interaction with yourself, others, or the world, you at once enter into witnessing your thoughts rather than believing they are true and then act them out or speak them out. So that is the real meditation. So when people practice this meditation, they come for a training, and when they go home, the whole family is amazed. They said, you are like a changed person. And it changes them so drastically because they are no longer interacting with others through their ego mind, through their reactive perceiver that was pre-programmed into their reactive perceptions.
Okay.
So that reality of what is as is, they begin to accept their husband, their parents, their children. That is the major problem in the Western society. They have so many people have problems with their parents. And of course, many have problems with their husbands and wives and children. And and when they try to, science and psychology tries to solve it at the level of the mind. And ego can temporarily solve it, but cannot remove it permanently. So Yoga Nidra helps you to go to the cause that is hidden, cause of poisonous roots of the conditioned past. That's what you are removing through the practice of meditation-based yoga nidra.
So there are a couple of comments for you online. Prajna Kadam says, "Thank you, Guruji, for such an amazing demo of Yoga Nidra that I'm still feeling an infinite silence within. Thank you so much." And the other one is Shanu. She says that if you can integrate the Yoga Nidra in schools, the kids can get benefited. So
I think that is what I'm doing in India. Like I have started introducing in colleges in Bombay, in Bangalore, in Delhi, in my own hometown, in Gujarat, in our ashram. So we are also doing in America. Many of my teachers, we have trained totally more than 10,000 yoga nidra and yoga therapy teachers that are teaching today in more than 45 countries around the world. So I think we are doing everything. And I think most people, they have a good idea about where to teach, who would you work for, but they are not interested themselves. I would suggest that every one of you, if you truly feel it works and it will be useful, I think that will be great for you to experience. And we can arrange sometime a special program for your group and for the Vedanta, right?
yes,
Vedanta.
Siddha-Vetha.
So
Yes.
it is so wonderful. And I'm very appreciative of the work you are doing to bring our ancient Sanatana Dharma teachings to the Western world.
Thank you. Any other questions? One more question from Shivakumar. Can you please shed some light on how this can be taught to kids at our home? Is it different than teaching to adults?
No, you can teach it to adults or almost anybody. It is the experience. Instead of teaching, you give them the experience, and then experience will bring them to the teaching, understanding, teaching better. So it can start it both way, either way. Experience and then read and study, or study and then experience, or study while you are experiencing. So we combine that. So when people come for training, they get guided yoga nidra every day, maybe twice or 3 times a day, and they really go so deep. There are many, many problems that they never thought of trying to solve. That's resolved, and they didn't even know that it had gone. So people who had a phobia, many different kinds of health problems, they begin to just disappear without them knowing that it went away. For example, there was a guy who lived in our ashram, and he said, one day he came in satsang, he said, Gurudev, I have something amazing thing to share. And he said, the miracle happened. Today I had to cut my nails. I said, so what's a miracle? He says, I never had to cut the nail because I used to bite it off. But I don't know even when I stopped biting the nails. And so such things again and again happens. Because in Yoga Nidra, you are not doing it. It is done by higher power. That's why.
Can I ask you a question? I kind of missed the first part. Can you summarize the step, if you don't mind?
Summarize what?
The Yoga Nidra steps.
Yeah, well, I think I will share this video with everyone. You can have access to this video if you missed any steps. So I'm going to share immediately after this, so you can take a look at it. But if you have any questions after that, you can ask, please.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like nobody has questions.
There is comment, Gurudev is 86, you're amazing. So, and
Right. Yes.
so you have to, people don't know how old you are. So,
Right.
okay. So you're young and healthy. So hope, we have our prayers for you. And well, thank you so much for this wonderful talk. I will just update about what we are doing, Siddha-Vetha Center, and then you can also announce about what is offered in at Amrit Institute. So Siddha-Vetha Center is here to promote ancient science and technology. So we have introduced many courses, online courses, because people um, are becoming now, the age of internet. People are like want everything at their house, um, but there is an advantage in that, but as well as there is disadvantage. But the advantage part is at least they get some introduction to different uh, ancient science knowledge, which is lost. So we wanted to bring this knowledge. So we are not limiting ourselves to any areas. We are trying to expand as much as possible and bring, many people who have like amazing talents are known. I mean, they're not known to the world like in a big way, but their teachings are so precious. And we need to bring this more into a mainstream academia, so millions of people can take this. So that's our idea. So we are trying to promote this, and so we started some courses, and one of the courses was transdisciplinary science and technology, which I teach, in which I introduce many courses, many things, the bits and pieces of everything, connecting all the ancient physics, ancient math, and alchemy, and botany, everything mixed together. And I connect the evolution theories, and then Ayurveda, Siddha, and all the different psychological aspects of this, so that people get an idea like, oh, there is a vast area in ancient science similar to what you have in physics, chemistry in the Western science. There is something in the Eastern science. And then people ask for a particular subject you're interested, then we open another. So that's how we opened Marma as another course, and Siddha as another course. It's all going successfully. We are introducing many courses this semester. In January in 2019, we wanted to introduce as many as possible. These all courses we wanted to accredit, and the idea is to have a a master's or a PhD degree with accreditation. So we didn't want to go a big way in the beginning, but we wanted to have these kind of courses, valuable courses that can go into mainstream accreditation. So right now we have up to 10 credits, these courses. And then, if all other people, we are opening it to people who have expertise in their own area in ancient science and technology. So we are introducing people like Gurudev Shri Amrit ji, and I know him for past 2014. We met at Shri Ravi Shankar ashram in Boone, and that's where we had extensive conversation. We got connected very much, and we want this knowledge to reach to as many people as possible, because there are some dimensions that we think, that's the uniqueness of the each person that they bring. So maybe people heard about yoga nidra, but somebody who's in expert, they will have new dimensions that's unknown. So that comes through personal experience. So by doing online, there's an advantage. You can learn many things online, and then if you want extensive thing, you can go to Gurudev, you can learn from that. So we wanted to introduce some courses, and Gurudev also is planning to. So we'll discuss that, and maybe in the near future. So our knowledge is, we are basing everything towards Siddha. Siddha is the core fundamental of the Siddha's knowledge, and then we are expanding from that in different areas. These all are given by our sage scientists. So Siddhas are nothing, no one but our sage scientists. They all are scientists, and therefore this knowledge should, we should give this as a university, completely bringing all the ancient knowledge. So we are now opening what is called a pain management, a course in pain management through ancient Varma and ancient acupressure. Varma Mudra Prayoga, which is called Varma Mudra Prayoga. So that will be started in November. We are starting a youth career accelerator program for kids to, bring all different knowledge. And that time, maybe if Gurudev is there, he can give also a Yoga Nidra session for the kids. So then we are going to open in January. We have a couple of courses: ancient agriculture, and then it's a palmistry course which you're going to open. So the more you apply for our courses, take online courses, then we are going to open more and more courses, because we will have a pool of students who can take other courses. So you all support us to expand this, and so that we can bring many other eminent sage scientists, I would call it, like Gurudev Shri Amrit ji. They have done in their own field, they're doing like amazing things. They have found so many results, but they are not publishing like modern way, because modern science, they have all kind of restrictions and other things that they're not open yet. So we opened 2 journals where these things can be published. Ancient Science is a journal, and Ayurvedic is another journal, but we're bringing Siddha journal now. But before that, the Ancient Science is a broader journal where anything like this can be published. So I'm telling you all, if you want to publish anything, there is a journal. It's a peer-reviewed journal. We have people in the editorial board from the Harvard, MIT, and all these places, as well as ancient sage scientists, all combined. So we give it to review in both direction, getting a common perspective, and we publish this. So many of these papers are accessible free online, so you can take a look at it. But other than that, if you wanted to, you can visit Amrit Institute. Amrit Institute, you can Google Amrit Institute. There is only one institute that in Florida. So you can check the website, and it's beautiful. You can go and visit the place, and if you have any questions, or if you want to take any courses directly, you will let us know, and then we'll also help you. So it's amrityoga.org. So amrityoga.org is the website. Okay, thanks. So any other questions? If no questions, then we'll close. Gurudev, you wanted to tell something?
No, I feel like I have said everything.
Okay.
Everything is complete. Like you said, if they want to check with us, they can look into Amritji at amritji.org is one website, and amrityoga.org is another. So they can look at it
Okay. Wonderful.
for more information.
All right. Thank you all. And next week there is possible speaker would be John Reed, and John Reed is the head of the World Institute for Scientific Exploration. So you'll please welcome him. These people know about ancient science, and they came out of the modern knowledge, and then they understood what is the value of this, and they compared to the other, and then they are now trying to bring the ancient science and technology to the world. So there are people in the United States too who does this. So so you can all join, and if any other questions, you can email us s.lakshmanan@vetha.org or info@vetha.org. All works. Yes.
I have one more thing to share, which I said during my talk, that we are going to take a tour to India from February 8th to 17th, and then February 27th to March 7th. So people can join one part of the tour, or they can tour the entire whole month, February 7th to March 7th. So it's all on our website. So because we have Yoga Nidra teacher training in India, so many people might be interested. Thank you very much. It was nice to be on to be a part of your organization. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.